Okay, so let's do it like this. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're focused and on your square. Something different today, a bit of a waffle. A waffle I may keep over here or put on another channel somewhere else, I don't know. But there's many things I want to talk about. Everything doesn't fit into a reaction video. So I thought let me just waffle about a few things. Namely, my favourite woman. Now, for as random as it seems, the topic, it's not really that random. The way modern dating and relationships have become, it's like the relationship I had with this woman here is more common to now than it kind of was back then, even though it was, in a sense, common back then. It's more openly common now, if you get what I'm saying. But to clarify amongst the beginnings of this waffle, it's only just begun. I was about 21, she was 19 at the time, and this began years of, I'm not even sure, but let me continue. While outside of work one day, on my lunch break, smoking a cigarette, I saw a woman and her sister come out of the store that I was working in. Now, I'd seen them before, there was a bit of eye contact, but to be honest, I wasn't brave enough to, say anything to her. Admittedly, I was kind of scared. However, things kind of worked in my favor, which they kind of really didn't. They kind of worked in her favor because everything was on purpose, but I didn't know this at the time. So I was smoking. She took out a cigarette walking in my direction. Her lighter wasn't working. Wow, how amazing. That's an opener for me. Young fish, I was thought, yay. Yeah, I'm kind of in there probably. I don't know. I was terrified. But luckily she saw me smoking and just started to walk over to me. And I was like, oh God, here we go. Oh my God. That in my head. But outside my head, I was standing there casually looking cool, trying to look cool. I probably didn't. Smoking my cigarette. But in my head, I was crapping myself in my head. Oh my God. I was crapping myself. And she said, oh, you got a light? And I was like, yeah. And it began a conversation. And again, what worked in my favor was this was a week from Valentine's Day. Yeah. So I, using my young, weak game at the time, was like, oh, it's going to be fun for you next week. Yeah. When your man takes you out. I said something along those lines. It probably is not as cool as I'm saying it now. I probably said something very, mumbly and nervously stupid. And she's like, oh, well, I haven't got a boyfriend, so it's going to be a boring week for me next week. And obviously in my head again, I was like, yes, she's got no man, she's single, yes. Obviously that was a benefit for me. I was like, yeah, I'm in there, possibly. So we exchanged numbers and on and on. To be honest, she picked me up. I'm not going to act like I was, I was macking. I was out there smoking my cigarette, looking all cool. And, I did it so casually and smooth. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Admittedly, she kind of picked me up. Admittedly. She just probably didn't want to be lonely for Valentine's Day. But that carried on into more things. Because the interesting thing about her was, we never got into a relationship. Though what we had was a relationship, because obviously it was a relationship for the use of the word relationship, but it wasn't a boyfriend-girlfriend thing. It was to the point where she let me know from the start, oh, it doesn't matter if you've got a girlfriend or other women. I did not understand. I had no idea what she was talking about. Now, when I met her, she was working part-time, I think at Boots or something like that, as a chemist, but she was only working 15 hours a week. However, she had a lot more money than 15 hours a week. Now, even though I was young, I was like, what do you do, woman? I never fully questioned what she did. She had a body to do many things. I didn't question what she did. But over time, over years, she started to show me pictures of photo shoots and things that she did. So I was like, okay, I thought, yeah, you do some interesting things. I'm kind of moving too far ahead though, but the thing about her was, she didn't care about other women, except for one woman, the mother of my son, but yeah, she comes later on. But she didn't care about any other woman. Her thing was, so long as we saw each other every now and again, she wasn't trying to have all of my time. She didn't care to have all of my time. I was a young man that was not only getting some, but I was still out there, still doing my thing. The benefit was, I was learning so much from her at the same time. However, I was naive. I still didn't fully understand what was going on. But I just knew that she was never giving me any pressure, and she never gave me any pressure at all. We had a lot of fun, and I never even asked her many questions. It seemed like, in a sense, by not pressuring her in any way, she didn't seem to pressure me in any way either. It was a sense of it just was what it was. I didn't care because I was having so much fun, and I was still able to see other women. She blew my mind. The first time she encouraged me to answer the phone when another woman phoned me when I was with her. And I was confused. I was still a young bluefish at the time. And I did. And she would just look at me smiling as I'm talking to other women on the phone. And I'm not going to go into detail, but she carried this game on to other things as well. Let's just leave it there, but yeah, she was very interesting. But she was never my girlfriend, never my woman. There was no claiming, because I had girlfriends when I knew her. She was just... I don't even know what she was. I have no idea what she was. Now, yes, carry on with your thoughts, because I know some of you are thinking many things as to what she could have possibly been doing. Yeah, okay. Till this day, I don't know. I almost don't care. Because of all the women I've known, she gave me little to no stress at all. Compared to girlfriends. Compared to women I claimed and, oh, this is my girlfriend. Compared to those women, I never had any stress or nagging from her. I never had any jealousy from her, except for one occasion that we're going to get to again in a bit. I never had any jealousy from her. I never had any, I never had any of the things I got from women that I was trying to, bloody pursue. To be normal. Be normal. I've got to have a girlfriend, got to settle down, have a girlfriend and whatnot, so on and so forth, blah, blah, whatever. But then it came to the woman that would become my fiance and the mother of my son, that I'd eventually, run from because, oh my God. But yeah, then came her. Then every other woman I know paled in comparison. Every other woman I know just disappeared. I didn't care, when I met her. Admittedly, yes, for the sake of context and words, yeah, I fell in love. I was lost. Oh my God. And in every single woman falling off, even her. Now, at this point, I had known her for like about 4 or 5 years. Even though I had girlfriends in between that and other women that I knew, I never felt anything for them like I felt for this new woman in my life. This new, at the time, amazing woman in my life. So then I had the most real conversation I ever had with her. There was no more fun. It was a sense of now it became real. Now questions came about. What is so special about her? And I couldn't answer the question. Because in answering the question, I knew I was going to be evil to this, this side chick. I don't know what she was that I'd known for all these years. I had no idea, I knew it wouldn't be anything she'd want to hear because I couldn't explain it myself. I was just besotted, I think is the word. So I cut her off. And even up to the point of now, in becoming the artful, creative, of course, replicant bastard that I am now, and with the topics that I make, I look back and realize how interesting what me and her had, but yet at the same time how normalized situations like that are now. For instance, in modern times, she would be doing OnlyFans and I would be just some side dude, but I'd be dating other chicks because a lot of people date multiple people now. So in a sense, now what we had back then would be very, very normal now. It's more common and modern now, which in a weird way, I do wonder if for some men, that is possibly the best modern dynamic for them. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying this is what men need. That's not what I'm saying. I'm making a point here. It seems like for many modern women, they'd prefer you not to question what they do when you're not with them. They'd prefer you, in a sense, to be oblivious to their life and to other men they may possibly know, which for men is not good. That's not good. But that's not good for men looking for love and looking for a wife. For men having fun, that's just another day. Just another day.
Silence, you fool!
But yeah, let's leave it there. But a point I want to leave you with is, do some of you now understand how I possibly became who I am now? In some way, yeah. But one thing I've learned beyond any woman in this world is to do for you, for the self, for me, for the I am, for who you are as a man. Have a nice day.